Welcome to Designing Space's Think Green, a special edition of the show that's all about you, your space, your home, and your surroundings. I'm Ted Brunson. Home and surroundings, well, the environment. Today, all of us are becoming increasingly aware of our environment, from the air we breathe to the water so necessary for life and the energy required to power our civilizations. They've all been impacted on humanity's demands on what Mother Earth can give us. Instead, we must all work together and consider the environment as part of our economy, health, and community, working together and affecting what we call a greener lifestyle. On today's show, we have a great lineup of topics to help you and your family live a more eco-friendly lifestyle. So let's get started right now and think green. Of course, we're all aware of recycling: metal cans, plastic bottles, paper, cardboard boxes, but all of those, instead of going into a landfill, they can be converted into similar products and used again. So you should consider purchasing those products. For example, paper. It may not sound like a big deal, but purchasing recycled paper can lead to a greener lifestyle. To see how, Kavita Shanae reports.
If you're like lots of people, you buy your paper towels and tissue according to what's on special, or maybe you have your favorite brand. But we hope that after watching today's story, that you'll give this everyday task just a little extra thought. Designing Space's Think Green traveled to Barton, Alabama to show you how eco-friendly Torque paper products are made. We're going to talk with Mike Kopalko of SCA Tissue. He's going to show us how we can help protect the environment by using recycled paper.
I think that people today are definitely understanding that their environmental footprint is important, and that reducing what they use is the most important way and the first step. And from there, utilizing recycled products is definitely the way to go. The U.S. government estimates that 36 states will face water shortages in the next few years. Efforts to use less water and keep it clean are vital. 1 ton of recycled paper uses 7,000 fewer gallons of water to make than virgin paper. And the UN estimates there are over 1 billion people today that don't have access to safe drinking water. So we want to do our part in conserving fresh water for the planet and for everyone. How the product is made is just as important as what the product is made from. People need to look beyond the label and look at the entire process of how the product is made by a company. All people and products carry an environmental footprint. The key is to reduce the footprint as much as possible.
This diminutive young engineer, Sarah Freeman, supervises operation of this gigantic high-tech paper mill. It's a job she takes great pride in, especially since, like many workers here, she considers herself an environmentalist.
We're in the waste paper warehouse where we process approximately 500 tons of waste paper per day and turn it into good quality tissue and napkin. So we bring in recycled material from mostly around the southeast region. We do have a new state-of-the-art tissue machine here at this facility that was started up in October of 2008, and a big consideration in the design phase was energy consumption and water usage to minimize the environmental impact of adding another big machine. As well, we put a lot of automation into this machine. Everything's run as much as possible as computerized.
All of the paper that we make is 100% recycled, so we've worked really hard to improve the mechanical fiber processing that we use. So this way it's more relying on physical, mechanical methods instead of just dumping in chlorine or chlorine compounds. And that's something that is better for the environment, and it's also something we just don't have to deal with further on down in the process. While it's important for a company to be elemental chlorine-free, it's also important to be process chlorine-free. That means that you're not utilizing any chlorine compounds when you're treating the fiber and you're brightening it and making it whiter. The chlorine compounds will flow through your process, and they'll usually end up in the wastewater. and when it's discharged out into a normal water source like a lake or a river, they have the potential to accumulate throughout the food chain, making sure that the processes we use help us return the water back to the sources, hopefully cleaner than we found it. And in most of our facilities, we're pulling right off of natural rivers like the Tennessee River here, like the Hudson River, like the Fox River in the Midwest. So we're making sure that we're utilizing as little as possible, but also we're taking the best care of it as we can. Globally, we have set targets to reduce our water consumption by 15%, the organic content in wastewater by 30%, and our carbon dioxide emissions by 20% by the end of 2010. In Arizona, our mill uses reclaimed water, which comes from the city's wastewater treatment plant, significantly reducing our freshwater usage. We think all manufacturers can find ways to make products that don't impact our planet's natural resources as much, especially using our dwindling supply of fresh water. We all need to work on lowering the impacts of our processes. We take in approximately 750,000 tons of recycled fiber that we can then turn around and make into our products each year throughout the country. That's 750,000 tons that is not going to landfills. That's 750,000 tons overall throughout the country, but those are really taken from local areas. So the facilities that we operate in, where we're actually making our products, we're helping out those environments quite a bit. So while consumers may not know they're utilizing our products as much as they do, we've definitely been recognized as a corporation for what we do. We've won an award as the second greenest company in the world, right behind a wind turbine manufacturer. So we're very proud of that. The past 6 years, we've been nominated as one of the 100 most sustainable companies in the world. And for the past 2 years, we've been named one of the most ethical companies in the world. So on a list of very important companies as well. So it's very impressive to be part of that. And then also within all of our facilities, we win regional awards. So whether it's about proper use of water, it's about reducing pollution, it's about helping clean up highways around the local plants, that focus is there from the corporation all the way down to the regional level.
It's good to know that working for SCA, I work for a company who does care about the environment and strives to be a global leader in minimizing our environmental footprint. It makes me feel good to know that me and my team at SCA every day are striving to minimize our environmental impact.
It's nice to know that I'm working for a company that was ahead of the curve a long time ago. So we're not playing catch up, we're not under attack at any point. We're out there, we're doing the right things for the right reasons, and it's nice to be part of that team.
Now we know that recycled paper products are the eco-friendly way to go. So do your part and make sure that your employer uses recycled paper. And the next time you're in the grocery store, be sure to look for products with the Eco logo and the green seal on them. We'd like to thank Mike Kapalko and Sarah Freeman for being on our show today. For more information about Torque paper products, you can go to torqueusa.com. And to see this segment again, check us out on designingspaces.tv. I'm Kavita Shanae for Designing Spaces Think Green.
We all want clean water and a healthy ecosystem. And of course, we all want to lower our cost of living while running an efficient household. The new technologies are here now, and with a little extra effort, we can all improve our lifestyles and the environment. For Designing Spaces Think Green, I'm Ted Brunson.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show or to find out how to be part of the show, log on to designingspaces.tv. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.